Creations, and in today's live stream we are doing some resin casting. So get ready to get messy. I actually need to find my apron. Hey baby, do you know where my apron is? Oh no, crap. Okay. Well, that was my best bet. Hey guys, I've missed y'all so much. How have you been? Hey Batty says hi, super happy to have the live streams going again. Me too, I've missed y'all. And let me make sure I am in live chat. Hey Randy. Andy. Oh, I found it. Never mind. I was looking for my tablet.
Just found your apron.
Oh, thank you, baby. Ouch. Every time. So apparently with the house being like all dry and staticky, Randy and I zap each other in the mouth every time we try to kiss. And it's like bad for business. Like, oh, like, anyways, I miss kissing my boyfriend, y'all, without getting zapped in the face. Hey Laura, hey Gail, hey Tina, hey Natalie, hey Kizzy, hey Rochelle. And does that stop us from going in for smoochies? No. But we do like try to touch metal first, but even then it'll zap us in the mouth. You okay?
No.
Me neither. I need a kiss. We'll never learn. Okay, getting my apron string tied. There we go. Back to Earth Creations. Y'all can use coupon BTEC20 at World of Strange and get 20% off your orders. And they're the folks who screen print our aprons. And y'all, I put this one through the ringer. Like, it's got so much stuff stuck to it just permanently. Right on, Gail. He is electrifying, J-Max. Happy to see everyone again. Hey, Diane. Today, Milika, we are making, let's see. We're making some crescent moons that I'm pretty excited about. Yeah, let's go ahead and get all of our molds out that we're going to be using. Kind of get the situation prepped up. Bunches of crescent moons. We've been needing them to restock on the website and all sorts of stuff. Oh, those are super cool. Let's see. Okay, so those are all my moons. Let's start with just the moons for now, and then I'm sure we will. The coupon is BTEC20, all one word. I don't think it's case sensitive or anything like that. And the website, there's like the sun is reflecting off of this drawer, like right there, directly into my face. But yeah, worldofstrange.com is where you can get branded aprons and merchandising. They also, all of Randy's funny t-shirts he gets from World of Strange, so they are the best. Do we get this flipped around right from the get-go? I think so. Let's get the, oh, I wanted to show you guys, we have a new camera rigging, so now I can't hit it. There's no like thingy right here, which I think is amazing, and it hopefully, I haven't tested it yet, actually. Hopefully it'll hold the phone. So I'm going to flip this around so y'all can see. But yeah, that's, the camera goes there, but it's the clamp mechanism that is quite sturdy. Super fancy, but let's test it. It seems to be working. Okay, so for everybody who is, Merchandising. Oh, one day I'll have a, what? Back to Earth the earrings. That's right. Hey Randy, do you want me in comments or do you want... It crashed. I'm sorry. We're back. Thanks, Sherry. I cut it on my birthday, actually, my 32nd birthday back in August. Oh, thank you, my love. And it's doing its thing. It's growing back out. I'm trying to grow it into a mohawk. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for all y'all If you do at Yvonne Williams, it'll highlight your, make sure I'm in live chat, it'll highlight your comment in orange, and that way I can see and know that you're talking to me. Yeah, the stream crashed, but we're back. I hope I'm live. What? Live chat. So today I am using the resin that our friend Connie sent to us, and it is amazing. This is their Rio Grande's doming system. It's just equal parts, one part to the other part. This is the resin and that's the hardener. And I've had it sitting on the heater so it is nice and room temperature because it is cold in this house. Boop, boop. Do, 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 do. Boop, boop. Hey, Pro, how's it going? Perler beads. Ooh, very cool. Also, I'm hydrating. We've been reusing these smart water bottles ever since my backpacking trip. And trying really hard to drink 3 liters of water a day. And if I fall short, that's still pretty good. Hey, Dar. Okay, so I'm going to start with doing some moons where if I have to mix just one thing of resin, but I want a wide variety of colors, I'm going to show you all how I do that. Instead of mixing the Pearl-X into the resin, I'm going to like glob it on into the mold itself. Oh, Propel, getting motivated to craft. You've come to the right place. We'll light the fire under your cheeks. Melissa asks, do you use a respirator when working with resin? It depends entirely on the resin that I'm using. I prefer low VOC resins, like the ones that don't smell as strong. Probably the least odoriferous, the least stanky resin is art resin, but I also really like Art and Glow. Though if I do it without a respirator on for like 3 hours, just hunched over like doming cabs, I do get a headache. Whereas with this stuff, I haven't really time tested myself that much. And honestly, the headache could have been from we had poor lighting in the studio, so I was wearing a headlamp for 3 hours. So there's that. Where did I get the molds from? Amazon, but none of them are available anymore. Like they're all like if you go to our curated toolkit and where we have these linked, it's like product no longer available. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to sculpt up out of polymer clay some of my own crescent moons and bake them and sand them and get them just as perfect as I can to make like a nice shiny mold. And then I'm just going to start making my own crescent moon molds because molds don't last forever and I really like making a bunch of moons. So there is that. But yeah, if just keep an eye on Amazon. Sometimes you can find them on Etsy. Though again, it'll be like I'll be able to find them on Etsy, get a couple, and then I can never find them again. So let me dig out. Ooh, I just ran over a tripod. Before I start mixing the resin at all, even, it'd be cool if you could make one mold with like 4 or 6 or 8 moons. That would be really cool, actually. Let's see. Ooh, I kind of want to do this one. Sorry, not to be like, I don't know. I'm a bit of a dork. I apologize. That one's going to have a really pretty finish, but it's going to be a very pale looking moon. I wonder if I might try to make them glow moons, you guys. Let's try that. And I want to use as much color shifty stuff as possible because I like color shifty stuff. Eat boot. Sorry, I love your screen name, Simp. That's hilarious. Is this a color shift? Reflex violet. I don't know, but I'm going to use it. Ooh, that one's pretty too. It's a red and blue. I don't know. What colors do you guys think we should use? Oh, this one's pretty. I'm going to use that one. Ooh, okay. So we've got one purple. Let's see if I can dig out another purple. This is a really pretty, like, duo blue-green color shift. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rummage. Is this one the same purple? Yeah, Reflex Violet. So those are actually the same purple. I'm kind of like sad in my bitter little heart that they don't have more variety of purple Palex pigments. You know what we could do? I don't know if they would show up, but we could try some of these sparkle flakes that are from Jim sent us and make them look like opal. I may have to do a batch of opal moons next. We'll do that in another video. Ooh, we can make it glow purple though. We've got some purple glow powder, which let's see if this still works. Once in a blue moon, that's right. Okay, so the battery in this thing's just about done for. And it's not going very bright. Hey Angie, how's it going? So we'll try making some purple glow and see, but I don't actually know if that'll show through. So I think the best results may be gained from focusing and doing, I'm gonna make like, hey baby, what's up? Oh, that's a pretty purple. What you doing?
Where'd the glow powder go?
I put it away.
Let me see.
Because I don't know if it will. Where'd it go? Here it is. Oh, you got a bigger one. Which one's this one? That's Reflex Violet too. All my purples are the same. I mean, of all the first world problems to complain about, what's this one? Reflex Violet.
I really like that one.
I know they came in like a kit. What color is this one? Misty Lavender. We'll do that one. Put the flakes in the palest powder. Ooh, yes. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, we're doing that.
Oh, like glows blue.
I know, right?
It's very slightly.
So, okay, I'm getting overly excited. And I am overwhelmed by options. Welcome to working with resin. So, because I want to, huh?
It puts the glitter in the resin.
Yes, it does. Hey, Patty. Oh, aren't you? I hope you're. If you guys aren't, you should be signed up for our newsletter because we send out an email. Hey, Abby. Y'all listen to the sound this makes because it sticks. Guess what we're doing for the next hour? Okay, I've gotten that out of my system. So I'm going to begin with our lightest color. Now I am going to say we should be wearing a respirator while working with Pearl-Ex powders because this stuff's super bad for your lungs. So I'm going to go grab, I don't know, it should be fine. No, I'm going to go grab my respirator and Darth Vader it for just a minute. So please pardon me while I protect my lungs from porta-sickles. I know, which is why I'm putting it on. Oh my gosh, your ramen smells so good, baby. It's gone. Okie dokie. Okay, so masking up. I don't know if y'all can tell. Can you hear me? Hey, Pernille, how's it going? Yeah, I don't want my lungs to sparkle, Abby. So just a densely bristled brush, and I'm going to come in here and just get some in the tip, just the tip, and I am going to burnish this in to, and I actually think this stuff is an eyeshadow, so we'll see how this holds up.
Breakfast, Batman.
Sorry, Randy's making Bane impressions. What did you have for... No, I can't do a Bane impression.
Just sounds like a dork always, but that's fine. Ooh! I don't know if y'all can tell. Can you see how shiny that is? Oh, I love it. Breakfast is super important, Randy. Thank you. Hi, Vader Jr. Hello.
Oh, okay. My nose gets super itchy.
And back on. Okay. So there's one color. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and I'm going to try to put color with color. And so now the next palest one is this neo lavender, maybe? I don't know. This one actually doesn't have... We're doing purples today, folks. But it's really pretty. And I'm going to do this one. So again, just getting a whole bunch onto the brush. No, because I'm a barbarian. It would be good to clean off your brush, but I just... Nope. That's why I work in color groups as much as possible, and I go from lightest to darkest. Because I'm lazy. And just burnishing that on in. There we go. And just so y'all know, we're going to be doing this absolutely little talking about world events and all the crap that makes life just overly interesting as much as possible. We're here for the crafting. Ooh, so that one actually looks more silver than purple, truly. Oh, and be sure to do, if you guys have any questions or anything, be sure to do the @Yvonne Williams, just like how my screen name is spelled. Sounds like I have a clothespin on my nose. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's right. It's probably the color of the mold in the background. Oh my gosh, this one though. Ugh. Hey, Jordan, how's it going? Okay, so there's that one. And then in this one, let's move on to our next color of purple. Misty Lavender. These are mica powders, Pearlex brand, though you don't have to use Pearlex. I like Pearlex because they tend to be really color fast. Like, I've got one piece of resin out on my porch that I've kind of just left sitting out there. It was a dud. And we've had it exposed to the elements for like a year and a half at least. And it's still pretty color fast, other than the resin yellowed. But the Pearlex pigments, you can still tell I used a green one in it. And I want to use a little bit more than what I think I ought to. That way I can burnish it in, because you don't want to have any naked spots. Darth Vaughn, I am your craft leader. Oh no. Okay. Ooh, I like that one. I think the Misty Lavender is my favorite so far. There's that one, and this one is Reflex Violet. Ah, right on. Yes. Oh, well, no, I will always love resin. And there's a lot of stuff that you can do with resin that I think actually looks better than whenever you do it with glass. Like being able to make and also the price point. It's so much more affordable to work with resin than it is with glass. And whenever you want to get like dichro effects or like little opalescent flakes and stuff, now that one's really pretty. Okay, now I understand why I have so much of the Reflex Violet. Because that's like my favorite purple. Okay, I was not planning on wearing a respirator today, but here we are.
Should you be wearing gloves?
I don't know. Should I? I never have in the past. Okay, and now I'm going to move in this duo blue-green. I am going to wipe my brush off on my apron. Appease Randy. Just a whole brush tip. You can kind of see there how much I've gotten. Boop, boop, boop. slogging that on in. Okay, that was way too much. So I'm going to tap that back in there. And we actually have a tutorial out from like a year or two ago covering the differences between how it looks to burnish it into the mold like this versus mixing the Pearl X pigments into the resin. It gives two very, very different effects. Yeah, I glove up whenever I like start doing the resin, but for like the mica powder, I don't really worry about it. Like the brush on it. Well, yeah. Brush this off, and now we're going to be moving into the green purple duo to see how that looks. Oof, nothing like a kind of brand new. How is there dog hair in it already? Oh.
Did you crash?
I don't think so. Okay. It's coming through. Rubbing. Ooh, some teal wood. I don't think I have any teal, but I know this one's kind of tealish. Buffering. Yeah, sorry. Streaming to. Let me make sure I'm on. Yeah, I'm on space internet. So. Yeah, that is one thing I did not miss. Is I can't control if there's buffering, y'all. Oh, that's sweet, Stephanie. So I'm going to kind of hold up a minute.
Yeah, that is one of the biggest benefits of whenever we're doing our tutorial premieres where the video is pre-shot is we don't have to worry about buffering. So I think I'm going to do a second one in this one because I love it so much.
Don't forget about your glow in the dark.
I don't know if I can burnish the glow in the dark actually. Let's try it. Oh, that one hadn't even been opened yet. Whoop. Now it has. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Because I don't know if this stuff sticks. Oh, it sticks a little. Let's see. Thank you, baby. I'd forgotten. So you kind of got to push it into the silicone a little bit. It's like you're coating a cake pan. Now, with the glow-in-the-dark powders, I'm not so worried about using the respirator because it is a much heavier grain. Like, when you tap, it falls directly down. So, ooh, that would look amazing.
So what's the difference between burnishing it and mixing it in with the resin?
Okay, I think I actually have a picture on my Instagram that I can show y'all. Give me a sec. Actually, it's on my Pinterest. Maybe. Let me see if I can figure out how to use Pinterest. I only work here. Oh, that's pretty. See, this is why I can't get on Pinterest. Okay. Oh, great. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna have to look on my Instagram. So it's gonna take me just a sec.
Heater's coming on, should I turn it off?
Yes, please. Sorry, I forgot. We'll just be cold. Thank you, honey. Okay, so here we have an example. These are both the same, this duo blue-green. This one was burnished into the mold. This one was mixed into the resin. And so you can kind of see this one, it has a lot more depth to it. and there's kind of like, I don't know, like a texture in there, whereas this one's much more like, I don't know how to describe that, but you can look with your eyeballs. How would y'all describe that difference? But those are truly same resin, same molds, the way that these two are the same mold. Uh, and same Pearl-X pigment, different effects, which is pretty cool. I think it's neat to be able to get two very different effects with the same products. Like, you don't have to expand your craft room as far. Okay, so this one, I'm trying to get the, okay, there we are. Try to burnish it all in as much as possible. And now you begin mixing the resin. Yeah, much more solid color and then textured. That's a good way of putting it. So I'm going to stack these guys off to the side. I wish I knew what color this one was. Like, it doesn't have any markings whatsoever on the container. Okay, where are my gloves for my wee bitty hands? That's a one size fits most. Sure, that should work. So I am going to be gloving up to work with resin, just because I absolutely hate getting resin like underneath my fingernails, and I always do if I don't use gloves. Sleek versus patterned. Ooh, I like that, Bobby. Okay, so I'm just rummaging over here. Oopsie. For how big of a cup should we mix up? I think not too big. Okay, so here I have, this is a bit bigger, it's a 10-ounce mixing cup, but and I'm actually going to pull out this drawer. This is actually what I've been setting my molds in to keep the dog fur out. So that's been working pretty well. That shelf is relatively level. I wouldn't use that drawer for if I were doming stuff, but for molds, it works just fine. And so I'm gonna do an ounce.
Could you mix the colors you burnish?
Yes, I don't see why not. You could like make it like calico kind of. Okay, this is gonna take way too long. I need to snip the tip off of this. If I were my scissors. I'm looking. Hey, Wandy. Can you bring me like some old janky flush cutters or like junked up old scissors that we don't mind getting sticky? Because this one has a super fine tip on it, which is cool. I need to snip the tip of this short because on the other bottle, I snipped it to where it's nice and big. Today I'm using doming system from Rio Grande, but I typically use Art and Glow resin and it's phenomenal. Also, art resin is really good. Clear cast, truthfully, just about any resin that you're going to be able to get your hands on is going to work well. It becomes a person. Randy, that's a caulk gun.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing?
Very observant of you. Nice.
Can I just have some scissors? That's all sticky. Oh, it's got the little snipper. Okay, well, when you don't got scissors, the beautiful Randy brings you a caulk gun. Can I have scissors? What? I'm not just being difficult. I mean, I am being difficult, but Randy. This is not a UV resin. I really do what, love?
That it had a tool specifically for
Yeah,
that.
and then we'll.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna. Woo! It's all the rage. You just snip the tip. I don't really like using UV resin. I'll take two. Because of all the resins, it is most pungent. And I usually work on resin at night. Uh, this is a 2-part, so I've got 1 ounce. You can't see because you're up here. I'll bring you down. 1 ounce. And then I'm gonna pop the top. Oh, really, Mary? Oh, no. And then here we come with the hardener. I didn't see. What's up?
How long before you see the results?
These ones, I don't know. I threw away the instructions. I think it's like 6 to 24 hours. I'm not entirely certain. But I got to get to mixing it because I've already squirted in the hardener. And, oh, this one has got a little bit of a smell. It smells a little bit stronger than Art and Glow, I do believe. And I'm trying to stir thoroughly, but not incorporating bubbles as much as possible. Is this a one-off or is it the new time? I'm not sure what you mean, Natasha. I need a cook on how to cut her. Oh, is weighing better? Only if the instructions tell you that they want you to do it by weight, but this one specifies by volume. So, it's been a long time since I've worked with any resin that actually wanted it weighed, and I think one of my resin videos here on YouTube where like my crystal points came, it was like the first time I ever worked with a resin. I had done it by weight, and that was off a bit because oftentimes the resin and the hardener don't weigh the same, but they'll have the same volume. So, oh yeah, we're working at a new time slot. We have so much that needs done in the garden, and so at least for now, when we need the daylight. And we kind of need the rest of our work day during business hours to be able to do things that are reliant on getting them done before 4:30. Whereas we've got our evenings free, so we can just hang out with y'all. So I hate to just be mixing stuff up on people, but things grow and evolve and change as they do. I usually mix until it looks clear. Again, I should have saved the instructions. That's another thing I really like about Art and Glow is right on. Coffee or black tea while watching. Well, hot cocoa is an acceptable beverage alternative that's might be pre-bedtime friendly. Ooh, we gotta put in these little flaky flakes. Oh, right on. Oh, I'm so glad, Gary. Okay, I don't have a spoon or anything, so we're just gonna dump this in there. I'm gonna use a clean scooper. And this is for adding sparkles to artificial Christmas snow. Oops. Sparkle and shine. A spoon would have worked way better, but here we are. Bye, Angie. Thanks for popping by. And I'm going to do a lot of them because I like shimmery, pretty stuff. Ooh. We can always add more. You're right, Randy. Let me set that off to the side where I hopefully don't spill it throughout my house. Stirring, stirring, stirring. That is so pretty. Hey, North, how's it going? Can you add anything to that, like feathers? Possibly. I've never added feathers before. Well, I have done resin over peacock feathers, and that worked out pretty well. But with the way that these guys, now keep in mind with these molds, it'll be like, and then whenever it comes out, it's the face that's hitting the mold that's going to be the front of the piece. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good density. Good call, baby. Okay. So I'm gonna
What are you gonna do with these?
put them in craft along kits on our website. Shameless self-promotion. If you guys like our tutorials, please consider joining our craft along club, where for as little as $1 a month, you can get exclusive coupons, participate in our behind the scenes content. Watch me put too much resin into my molds. Now I am kind of encouraging it to go towards the tip. And so there we have, oh, that's not quite enough. Opal flakes, but just in case they don't show up, I don't want to waste them. But we also do, starting at $10 a month, we have kits that we send out, well, monthly. And the higher membership level you go with, the more you get. So we send out like wire and cabs, and we're starting to try to incorporate lampwork glass beads, just all sorts of stuff. And it's also a great way to get really nice discounts on our fused glass pieces.
Can you follow their website?
Yeah. Well, how do you mean?
Like the jewelry in our website?
Yeah, that's true. Because whenever you become like a $1 membership level, you get a 20% off coupon that you can use as much as you want all through the month. You don't have to wait for our super duper mega sales. I really like that one. Right, Kay? I'm digging it too. Now, what I'm doing with these guys is I am just setting them in this drawer over here. And then I am going to be sliding them into the drawer momentarily. For them to cure overnight without getting like a cat jumping up into them or something.
She's outside, I think.
Yeah, for now. But I leave these guys on curing, and I'd always hate to. It's not the mold itself or the piece that I'm worried about. It's I don't want to have to deal with my cat when I have to shave her because she jumped on a bunch of resin. Like I don't think that'd be good for our relationship. She'd never forgive me. Oh, well, thanks, Gail. And we still have to go grocery shopping tonight. All sorts of stuff. Whoop, I don't want to get too carried away because if I overfill them, I can't always scrape them off, but I'd rather not push it. And I'm just coming up here and kind of squeezing the tips to get the surface tension to touch. And that also squeezes out any bubbles. These ones I think can actually be demolded after 6 hours. That number is going to be highly variable and determined by what type of resin you're using. So more than anything, follow the directions on the resin that you're using. Now, I wish I put the I couldn't have thrown them away. I'm sure I put the instructions somewhere safe so that I wouldn't lose them. And here we are. So I think if I look it up on the Rio Grande website, I'll be able to find the instructions. But they did have some great tips about putting these in like a low temperature oven to get it to cure faster. I think that's what our friend Like and Quirky, like Rebel Wolf, her Etsy name is her Etsy shop is Like and Quirky. I think she puts hers into like a low temperature oven and it cures them faster. So boom, 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 boom. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Just kind of encouraging it there towards the tip. I can hear the cardinals singing outside. Spring is on the horizon. Ah, hey, Valerie. Yeah, I'm trying to get some vlog content put together. It's just been kind of juggling everything. We did get the new website or new calendar put up on our website. Oopsie. Just scrape that back into the mold. So if you guys want to see our streaming schedule and video times and things like that, be sure to go and check out the website, backearthcreations.com, as well as, if you're into it, I know I've already mentioned this, but just in case you've just popped in, please do consider signing up for our newsletter. That way you don't have to rely on YouTube for notifications, and you can get coupons and stuff mailed directly to you. And it's free. Okay, so this is how they look just sitting in their mold in the tray, and I still have quite a bit left, so oops. And where'd my tripod go? Here it is. Hey Randy, could I ask you a huge favor? Could you put my chickens to bed? Aw, thank you. It's getting kind of close to time. Okay. You're the greatest. Like, I know you know that, but I need you to know that I know that you know that I know that. And then I just take them and I whoop. Now I can't do this with all of my molds because I don't want them to stick to the ceiling. But molds that are just the right size are perfect. So next, what should we cast next? Ooh, I've got more. Getting the tripod moved over here. I got resin on the screen. Oh no, Randy. Help. Randy. Do you have an alcohol wipe?
I can.
I touched it with my goopy hands. Well, Randy saves me from myself yet again. I'm gonna come in here and use some of these molds.
Why would you do?
I wasn't even thinking.
Goodness.
Please help me. Just don't criticize me. Can't handle criticism right now. I know I'm a dumb stinker.
I didn't say that.
I did.
I'm
Shit.
impressed.
Really?
How'd you get that much on there?
I'm kind of amazing, apparently. You're so kind and encouraging. Ooh. Here, give us just a sec while Randy cleans the screen. Is that gonna work? Is it? Or is it just smearing it around? Okay. I promise I'll try to not do that again.
Smeared it.
Oh, did it? Oh, crap. Do I even have a screen protector on?
No.
Okay. Yeah, because I broke it, didn't I?
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Well, thank you. Can you wipe?
Why is there a tripod just there?
Can I use that paper towel when you're done? What happened? What did you do?
Somehow I took a screenshot.
During a live stream? Hashtag super. Don't let me touch that right now.
Okay, what do you need?
Will you put it in there?
Yeah, what do you want?
Can I have that paper towel so I can get all the stuff off my hands so I can. Thank you. Are you guys making out? No. That's for our fans only.
There we go.
Thank you, Randy. I love you so much. Thank you for saving me again. Okay, time to get sticky, y'all. Oh, Kathy says, oh my, I'm seasick. I'm so sorry, Kathy. Okay, so now let's take a drop of alcohol ink. And I'm going to do purple because that seems to be like the theme for today. I'm going to use, this is Purple Twilight alcohol ink. I'm starting with just 4 drops. So we can mix it up and see how that looks. Because you can always add more, y'all. Oh, that looks neat. 4 drops for what is this? A little over an ounce of resin. I really like that color density. Hey, Christina, how's it going? I'll put that back into the thing. One toy out, one toy up. Hey, Bev. Okay. I'm gonna pour. Now, the only thing you have to watch out for is the little flakes are a little large, which is nice, except for if I tried to pour, like on this piece in particular, if I tried to pour up by the tip, the flakes might get caught in between that. Might not be so good. So I'm going to pour just a little bit more in. Something I'm trying to kind of coach myself along with too is that I don't have to fill all the molds up all the way to the top. I mean, I can, but I don't have to. And if I don't, it actually saves me some work sanding the backs. Toss some powder in there too, says Squirrel. Okay. That's all the convincing I take. Here's like a knife. Is there a knife up in here? I'll use a knitting needle. That's kind of like a knife, but different. Oh no, now there's resin on my knitting needle. Putting in just a little bit of shimmer. Let me set that down. Let me wipe clean off my knitting needle. No lighter to get bubbles. That comes later, but also, I forgot. And I don't worry about treating the backs for bubbles because I'm probably gonna, ooh, oh my gosh, do y'all see that shimmer? Oh, that was such a good idea. Squirrel, you are a mammal after my own heart. That is my most favorite thing in the whole wide world right now. What up, babe?
That looks like something I saw, a unicorn.
Hey, Bev. Yeah, we're kind of experimenting with it. We're gonna see. It works so much better for Randy and I's schedule, to be able to do the streams after kind of like the post office is closed and things like that. Should we add in another color? I think I want to just do a bunch in that one, honestly. Okay. You can also see like these used to be the same color. This one's older, so it's starting to yellow, just as far as the silicone molds go. And just getting my pour on.
What wire do you, or chain do you buy?
I use the 18 gauge, I think, for the extender chain, and I use like the 20 gauge for the bulk of the chain, if you're referring to the ring lord chains, but also that's off the top of my head and may or may not be accurate. We've gotten so many questions about that I actually think I'm going to go through and do a video showing y'all how I shop for chain and rings on the ring lord, just because I know that if you haven't been to that site before, it can be kind of confusing, and a little overwhelming. There's a lot of very specific options. Like the ring lord is definitely a site designed for like kind of serious chain mailers who know what they're looking for. Do you coat molds for any type of resin? Valerie, for these flexible silicone molds, I don't bother with any sort of mold release. I've heard that if you use mold release, it makes them last a little longer, but I'm such a mess about applying this stuff that I personally get better results, or rather like the results I get better, if I don't use the mold release. Now, if I were using a stiff, like plastic mold, I would definitely use a mold release. Okay. That one looks pretty good. And also, this resin doesn't get a whole bunch of, like, it is not the most bubbliest resin I've ever used. Okay. There's that. I'm going to try to clean up my surface. Silicone mold. Every time you use the silicone mold or so probes along the way. Ah, right on. I've never even heard of that, Bev. Thank you. Hey, Jocko, how's it going? Yeah, resin, right? Do y'all want, if we were to make some little glue it on your noggin horns for on our website, would you guys be into that? Because I was thinking about making some just now. Hey, Dana, how's it going? Okay, so just coming in, checking to see. Making my way downtown. I don't think that's gonna work. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Now herb derp. Do 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 do. And I herb derp. Do 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 do. Droma says, "Why do you even ask?" I don't know. Hype the crowd. Yeah, and if everybody's like, no. Ooh, Melissa says, how now would you paint the backs? I would do that after the resin has completely cured, or you could go through and do like a tinted resin on the backs. But I'd do that after the resin dried. So you can see there's not a whole bunch of bubbles on these guys. So I'm just gonna slide them right on back into your things. Ooh, that guy's overflowing. That's no bueno. There's that. I'm just gonna slide that right on back in to its drawer. And then these guys, what am I gonna do with them? I've got a little tile here. I'm gonna take that and set them there. I'm gonna take this one and set them there. And I'm gonna set these guys up on the shelf, and then I'm gonna show you where I put them. That way you can see. Taking my gloves with resin off this time. Is that fresh sticky or old sticky? That's old sticky, okay. So you can see I use all the empty space on top of my drawers for putting the molds because it gives it kind of a lid, and it at least keeps the cat from jumping into it, which is my biggest concern. Possibly, Gary, I'd like to do a poll on here on YouTube and kind of, hear from y'all, because I know that some folks are, y'all are very kind to me, and sometimes you'll just kind of go along with whatever it is that I'm doing. So I like to give you guys an opportunity to anonymously be like, Vaughn, I absolutely hate this, and that way I can kind of give you guys an opportunity to get your voices heard, and that way I can gauge is what is working for us working for y'all. Milika says, are you going to film when you take it out? I'm actually going to be unmolding them in Saturday's live stream, our exclusive stream to our $1 and up pledgers. And that way y'all can kind of see how they came out. And then I will also be posting pictures on our social media as well. Abigail says, would a shaker plate make getting the bubbles out easier? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think, I personally think I would just make more messes with a shaker plate or something of the sort than if I were to just let the bubbles rise naturally and then cook them off that way. What are we going to make next? Hey, Andy, should I make some horns?
I thought you were going to make polymer clay.
Tentacles?
Yeah, tentacles too.
Right on. I don't know. I was kind of thinking, since I'm already sticky.
All right.
I don't know. I've got a bunch of different molds and stuff that we can use.
Hey, bitch.
What? Hey Mitch, how's it going? A pressure pot would work best to be completely bubble free. Yes. The only downside for myself personally about the pressure pot is you have to like keep it pressurized the entire time. Otherwise the air bubbles will expand back out as far as I understand it. But yeah, I personally don't really mind bubbles. Uh, if I were going for like super crystal clear resin, I would just buy factory made. Like it's more affordable. Do what?
This is where I put my pressure pot.
If I had one. I don't even know if we can fit a pressure pot in this house. Ooh. Okay, so here's a mold that Randy and I had made from a bunch of horns that we had made. So we started off by making all the horns and then coming through, and yeah, a heat gun works really well. Oh, they're so dirty. Well, we'll just have to do a weird little batch and see what's up. I'm gonna try to I've never done this before, but I kind of want to cast some like pastel pixie horns. I'm just gonna do it with one just in case it doesn't work. What do you think, babe? Because this might be a really cool way to be able to get a bunch of different colors from one batch of resin. I'm gonna put the oboe flakes in them. Ah! Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ear. I'm just very excited. What? What'd you say?
You should do the glow in the dark powders.
Oh, okay.
Followed by
What? Okay, we'll do that. But I'm gonna have to burnish it. Or do you think we should do? I'm just gonna do one color of glow powder filled into all of them.
Oh.
And that way we can see how it reacts with. Why do I have? Is that Kelly Clarkson? No. What's the name of the lady who sings that? Not herb, herb. Do 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 do. Boop boop boop. Vanessa. I don't know. Nelly for I don't know if that's correct, honey. Not being argumentative. Oh, I forgot to put my respirator on. I don't know where my home is. Ah, Vanessa Carlton. There we go. This is also giving me a great opportunity to clean some gunk out of my tips. Oh no, that one almost poked through. Welcome to Name That Tune. Yep. Kay says, "Hey, are you still playing the piano?" Yes, but very poorly. I'm lucky to get practice in like once a week. I really need to make it more of a priority, but we've just been one thing at a time in it, and that's all right. That is okay. And I just want to make sure that these actually match up with each other. Like, how did I lay out my mold? What up, babe? I think these two are friends, and those two are friends, and those two are friends, and those two are friends, and these two, and those two, and those two, and those two, and those two. Okay. I figured it out, Randy. You'd be so proud. Maybe. Is that correct? Sure. We'll find out. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, she dropped a new mixtape. Very cool. Hey, Mitch. We've been doing really well. We took January off, and so we feel very, very refreshed, and like our creativity is recharged. We got the house in order. They are still not done fixing our roof. So that's a thing, which is also another contributing factor as to why we are streaming in the evening. That way we can be home and ready for whenever roof people are here. Kathy, I glue them directly onto my forehead, but they also make super cute hair clips. You can with spirit gum, yes. With like a skin safe adhesive intended for gluing stuff to your face. Or anywhere on your body, really. I like the Graftobian spirit gum. If I had to pick a favorite. And I'm trying to keep it from being bunched up in the tip. But they also look super cute, made into hair clips, like put onto a headband, incorporated into a hat band. And also I really like using little horns like this. Like if y'all saw my Spyro build from like a lifetime ago, this is the same way making a mold like this that I made the horns for on that piece. So I really like incorporating them into my leatherworking and things like that. Also, whatever paintbrush you use for doing this, say goodbye to it because it's going to be all kinds of ruined. Like, I am not being kind to this paintbrush. Well, this way works well, but generally works best with black or white tinted resin. Black is best, but since you went pastel, white might be better. Oh, that's a really great tip. I'm going to leave these ones clear with some opal in them because we may actually go through and set a little resin light up inside of them. Not a resin, an LED light up inside of them. That way they'll glow. What's up? And we might be. No, not for gluing on your head. That'd be complicated. But maybe like for like a headband with like bigger foam horns or that in the I think y'all will see that's a really great thing to have brought up because that does show off the contrast a whole lot more. But the glow in the dark powder that I use gives it a little bit of like a milky opaque look. So I think that'll work out pretty well when it's all said and done. Kind of actually really like a pressure pot almost for making the molds and making sure for stuff like this that I get the tips and everything as well. Dropping in late is that mold you made? Was it? And what is it? I did make this mold V, and I made it using Umu 30, I think. I don't know. I don't remember which, but it was Umu something by Smooth On. And I ran out of one kind and had to use another kind, so that's why it's two-toned. Ooh, that's a great idea, Drama. But the way that we made this mold is I first sculpted a whole bunch of different styles and shapes and sizes of horns out of polymer clay and then baked them and did some finishing work on them to make sure that they were just as smooth and shiny as we could get them, up where we wanted them smooth and shiny. And like the more perfect your master mold can be, the better. Yeah, no, I need to put my respirator on. Thank you for reminding me. Do as I say, not as I do, beautiful people. There we go. Nice deep breath. Okay. So, wouldn't it be super cute to have like Wouldn't it be super cute to have like a headdress that has like the horns and then a matching glittery, shimmery moon mounted in the center? I'm just saying.
Just saying, it might be pretty cool. Sorry for the Vader breathing. Not sure how well the light will shine through the pigments. Depends on how naturally translucent they are. Dusting the molds this way gives you a pretty solid color layer. I know, that's why we experiment, Chibi. But from what we've done in the past, it worked out pretty well. You can check out our Instagram and Facebook for other pictures to kind of see how they came out. I found it has a really nice, like, diffusing effect. Yeah, me too, Propool. We're finding our ways back to ourselves. Ooh, what color should we do? Ooh, gold. Do what, love? Gold. I think that one will look really cool. And I'm going to try to do how Droma said, to have it be like 2-layered. So, huh? Yeah. See, and that's what I run into, is that it's settled all down in the tip. Bye. So I'll do it on the next one. Randy, I am your Squatch father. I'm your Squatch daddy. That just got weird. Never mind.
Sam told me what happened. He said, you killed it.
So now I'm going to do a
30-year-old spoiler.
30-year-old spoilers. Yep. Ooh, we've got a nice antique bronze now. And for this technique, I really do... Oh, I forgot to do the thing again. Crap. Okay, I'll do it next time. I promise, maybe. But I love doing... using color shifty stuff for this technique. I think it just looks so cool. And also a great way, if you want to show off the color of what's underneath the pigment, is after these come out, you can actually lightly sand them with, like, I'd use like a 800 grit or something. Let me see if I can get a little bit of blending. To kind of really give it just some very gentle highlights. Huh? Too late. Okay, so I'm going to do the gold down in the tip. Oops.
Also, you're out of spring.
Oh, thanks, babe.
I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Thank you, honey. Ooh, the glow purple. Here, let me... Because I wanted to be able to contrast what we had already worked with. Oh, he's taking the trash out too. I love that man. He is the best partner I could have ever hoped for. Tomorrow is my only day off for 2 weeks. I'm going to get resin and play tomorrow. Oh, right on, Jacko. Holy crap, at your work schedule, though. I hope they're paying you the dollar bills. burnishing that on in. Oof, 10 hours of shift. Good gravy. Okay, I'm not going to cross contaminate because I decided not to. And then for this one, I was thinking about doing, I know I've got a silver somewhere. Harumpfeisen. Ooh. Okay. Argent. Yeah, silver. Okay. Before filing with resin, turn over the mold and give it a light tap to remove the excess from the tip. By the way, I'm too amused about you talking about the light in your video. Right on. Oh, that's an excellent tip, by the way. I'll be sure to do that. And I'm going to cram some silver down in there. Am I in frame? Yeah. All right on, pro. And now we have a carbon black, maybe? Where you at? There you are somewhere. Where are you, little bugger? There he is. Yeah, carbon black, which is a really nice, like, matte black color. And I'm going to come in and just gradiate that down. And again, I'll be unmolding these in our Saturday exclusive stream. So if y'all want to join our Craft-A-One club and come hang out for that, that'd be cute. There we go. So, smack it on the butt. Oh yeah, look at all that powder came out. That's cool.
Alrighty, mask off. Oh, that squeezes my noggin. That's fine though. Got some silicone for the minion to make some molds. Any pointers for making molds out of metal pieces? Make sure that all the spots that you want to have be shiny are nice and shiny. Like, do any polishing or anything. It's so much easier to have a nice, like, to get a good end result if you've got a really perfect master cast. What's up, babe? What was that? Oh, you found her. Where was her collar at?
In the backyard.
Huh. Man, I think Callie used up one of her 9 lives yesterday because she came home with her butt kicked. Like, her eye was bloody. She's got like a hole in her ear. A patch of fur was missing. But she's been rambunctious lately. Huh?
And the trash is to the curb.
Oh, thank you, hun. Okay, and now the molds that or the horns that I make with these. Here's some examples. Just right here of like some, like, this is how one set of them would come out. Now these were just cast with clear resin with a little bit of like black alcohol ink in it. Yeah, well, she's already back to being her rambunctious self. Like, she slept a little overnight. And then this one, you can maybe see, has some of those opal flakes in it. Those are pretty cool. But these were like our duds. You can tell like the tip wasn't quite good and stuff like that. But when we save these, and I was thinking about making some like bracers that have like horns set in them. Like, I thought that would be cool. So oh goodness. Okay, so now let's see, we're gonna put fresh gloves on and mix up some more resin, and I'm going to go ahead and have for these guys this tool, because I'm going to show you how I kind of try to make sure that my tips don't come out all weird again. Now, we're not doing a giveaway in today's live stream. We're kind of resetting for 2021. But if after the live stream is over, if you guys leave a comment on this video, then that will put your name in the hat for next week's live stream giveaway. And now that we are no longer kind of on Patreon, we are doing Craft Along Club exclusive stream giveaways as well. So, didn't you just pull Callie out of the street chasing a mouse in the gutter? I have done that in the past, and I did it again the other day. Was that during a live? That was Friday's live stream, wasn't it? Oh gosh. Okay, pulling out another 10-ounce cup in 2 stir sticks. I always grab 2 stir sticks because sometimes one will break, and then that way I don't have to go rummaging. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and pour like. I'm gonna double what we did last time. I'm gonna do 2 ounces.
Glow powder?
Huh?
You doing glow powder?
Yes. I forgot to grab it though. Yeah, I'm gonna mix up 2 ounces and then another 2 ounces. Yeah, I probably could have stopped at 1.5. Might have been a better idea. Okay, so up to 2. Before I mix in the hardener, I'm going to grab, this one's a different mixing cup. I usually set my mixing cups aside and then try to pop the old resin out. But oftentimes, I just get single use out of them. It's pretty wasteful, but I haven't, I tried using silicone cups, but I kept like, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but the resin would like eat into the cup. So that was troublesome. Ooh, look what I just found. That's embossing, holographic embossing powder. That's pretty neat. We might have to try experimenting with that sometime, but not today. Today we are going to use, this is a sky blue glow powder. And I got this on Amazon. Hey Jamie, how's it going? Yeah, we're resuming our Tuesday schedule, but at a later time stamp. That way we can kind of get a little bit more done while the sun's up and business hours are open at other places, like the post office mostly. Okay, so we've got our glow powder. Slide that back on. I try to always start with the resin and then add the hardener. That way if I do like how I just did and forget what I've done, I standard form. Hey, Shepherdess. Okay, so bringing it up to 4 ounces. It's 2 ounces of each. Capping it off. And we'll give it a old mixy mix. How do you remember / organize project ideas? Do you just have a really good memory? Dana, I actually just shot a video about that for on my Vonster vlog. I use a planner. Like I use like a 4-section happy planner. It's like a Franken planner. And I go into extreme detail about how I keep track of our homestead, our business, our, shambles of a personal life. Crazy Life says, are you using PPE, a respirator, etc.? I was using one whenever I was putting on the Perlex, but this is a relatively low VOC resin, so I don't bother with that. In our house, it's pretty well ventilated right now and everything. So glow powder in dusted molds. Will that show at all? That's what we're experimenting to find out. Only one way to find out. We have a personal life? Where do you get one of those? The personal life mostly involves me answering vlog comments and talking to my chickens. And every once in a blue moon, I might get to like text one of my friends. But no, if you don't live in my house, I don't talk to you if I'm not working. Yeah, even if you live in the house, I may not talk to you. Randy actually set me up a desk next to his desk because he's like, I miss you. Please come be with me. Because I was, just kind of hiding here in my back corner
which we also have a craft room tour coming up soon because we've done a bit of rearranging and we want to kind of, you know, just show y'all. I don't know. Scraping all those sides. Now I'm being pretty messy with how I'm stirring this because I'm going to let the bubbles raise before pouring. Okay. Also, I'm not going to measure this, so good luck. I'm going to do about like that much. That's like a solid half a teaspoon and plus a bit. How many chicken nuggets? I talked to my chickens too. Problem is I don't have any. Oh, Lisa. Oh no. Okay. Now, based off of those little blue horns that I showed you guys that had the opal flakes in them, I actually think it would be, I'm going to add another like half teaspoon. So I've almost used half the bottle. Just because I really want a nice dense glow. I'm not going to put the shimmer flakes into this because I don't think they'll show through. I don't know. What do you think, Randy? We'll save that for another day. Nah, Propool, you finally overcame that language barrier. Hey, Randy. Ooh, I don't even need the thing. Okay, do I have... There's no stickies on my hands. I'm going to hold this up to the light and then turn the light off and we'll see how it glows. So, what kind of PPE are you using besides glove? Are you wearing a respirator? I had already answered that. I'm not wearing a respirator at this moment. I was wearing one earlier, but this is a low VOC resin, so I'm not worried about it. But you do you. I'm trying my best to not poison myself, but this is also a low VOC resin. So, I'm going to hold it up to the light and see how it goes. Now, if I were using something like a UV resin or Total Boat resin, I would have a mask on and I'd be doing it outside because that stuff stinks the house up. But yeah, please don't ask questions and then just ignore the answer, you guys. Okay, it's going to get real dark for a sec. Okay, sorry, that was pretty dark. I accidentally knocked the phone off. Do what, Randy? Technical difficulties. Okay, Randy, I do actually need your help. Are you still there?
No, I'm not.
Oh, wait, it's glowing. Come check this out.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat, huh?
Yep.
Let me turn that back on so I don't knock my stuff over. Thank you.
Other side.
Yep. Thank you, honey. So, which is so cool because even though it's this like milky, pale, greeny color, it glows blue. So, that's because it's sky colored. We also have some that looks exactly like this when it's mixed, but it glows green, and some that looks exactly like this but glows red. So that's pretty neat. I don't know. Some of them are a little bit more translucent. Some of them might be a little bit more opaque. So I'm going to start pouring. I know that this one's very translucent. So from what I've read, there aren't any low VOC resins. If you read the MSDS for the resins you use, they all say you need a respirator. That's why I'm asking. Well, it's good to know, Crazy. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to pour just a bit into the tip. And then I come through with this stick. And I poke it a bit to make sure that it's actually into the tip. So I'm actually going to take a glob and then put it into the tip of each of these. Now I am being careful that you know, since this has a point on it,
that I'm not puncturing my mold at all. I just want to make sure that there's not getting an air bubble trapped in there. Ooh, right on. And just dripping a little drop in. And then, I mean, just poking it a bit, just to break that surface tension and make sure that there's no bubble popped, or no bubble that needs popped. Okay, I'm also going to tilt it just a little, just so that I can see what I'm doing a little better. What's that? For now, since I'm just doing in the tip, Randy, is anything I do ever like really a good idea? Whenever it comes to resin. Go. Sorry if I got quiet for a moment, it's because I'm trying to not make too much of a mess of it. I am really interested to see if the glow will show through. And that's something we'll be going over on, oh, I already did that one, on Saturday's exclusive stream as well. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see, that's what I was trying to avoid. Just globbing it down. Thank you, Randy. We've got Randy moderating for me. We've been having issues with YouTube, so he's moderating from my account. Whoops. Haha, it landed on the inside of the cup. Wonderful. Just the tip. I may not trust him, but I'm instant friends with anybody who says just the tip. And I don't want to take too long with something like this, so you will want to make sure to pay attention to the pot time of the resin that you're using. And just like how Crazy Life was mentioning, you guys do want to make sure to use your own discretion whenever you're working with chemicals like this. It was very kind of her to bring that up. Okay, so we've done all the tips. Hopefully that will be good. But we are in a well-ventilated house, like we've got the fans going. And I personally trust Rio Grande to be transparent. So now I'm coming through and just slowly pouring.
What does Tracy would say? Time to make the donuts.
What does that mean?
Time to get to work.
Oh, yeah. Now on these guys, I do kind of try to fill them up all the way because I can always sand a bit off to make them match, but I'd rather not have to go through and add more in after it's all been said and done. And if I've gotten quiet, it's because I'm concentrating. Well, overfilled that one, but that'll be fine. I'll just make sure to overfill the other one too. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit so I can fit my hand in better. Do you get more than one use out of the syringes? Ooh, I wonder that too. And, ooh, I may have to mix up a bit more. We shall see. Yep, I didn't quite mix enough. Okay. So now we get to play the fun game of how much more should I make? So if 4 ounces got us 1, 2, 3/4 of the way through, then we should technically only need 1 more ounce, but I'm going to go ahead and mix up 2 ounces, oops, and just grab another kind of mold. Aw, thanks, Christina. Excuse me. Ooh, allergies. Okay. I'm in Houston. We have a Dollar King value store. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to be grabbing a fresh cup and a second stir stick. Probably excessive to be swapping cups, but I just don't want to risk throwing off anything. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yes, extra molds. What should we make extra of? Like, let's see. Huh?
You gonna do more of the glow powder?
Yeah, I think so. Do you think that'd be all right?
Sure.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So I got this mold that's actually a fondant mold. Wow. Oh no. So I'm gonna lay this one on a clipboard just because you can see it doesn't have much structure to it. So I'm just gonna set that there. That way, whenever it's all said and done, I can put it up higher. And I'm going to go through. Time to mask up.
Pro. These are TCP global cups. I get them off of Amazon in like an 80-pack or thing. But I want to make myself a super duper mega headdress. So I'm going to clean this on my apron. I'm going to come through and pop that in and smush, 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 rub, rub, rub. Smush, smush, rub, rub. Do, 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 do. Rub, rub. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. You know, there's no winning. I get yelled at if I don't wear a mask. I get yelled at if I do wear a mask. It's so shimmery though, you guys. Christina. No, I always wear masks with the mica powders. Like always, always, always. Except for when I don't, because I'm a hypocrite. A hangry, hangry hypocrite. It's one of these ones. I don't know if you can see. It's, I don't know. Kay, you don't, as far as I'm aware, you don't have to prep them. Bev earlier gave us a really great recommendation that like every 10 uses to use some silicone oil on your molds to kind of extend their life. But these are silicone, so they just peel perfectly um, off the resin.
Some might say like butter.
Like butter. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Mm-hmm. Is like my breathing like super loud? Okay. I'm gonna prep these ones as well, just in case. Darth Vaughn from Wonderland. Luke, I'm your father's best friend's uncle's roommate. Oh, I love Spaceballs. That's such good stuff. Okay. We're making all sorts of resin stuff, and Katie, Jesse, and I'm using some really pretty like holographic pigment, and we're making some horns, just casting a mess of resin. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay.
So popping that off. And so yeah, I'm gonna do, what's up, babe? Yeah, apparently Reflex Violet is my favorite. Though I don't know, this one's stunning. So I'm gonna whip this around, do 1 ounce of resin. And this is the resin. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Huh? What's up? What's your question? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. These little bottles definitely are a lot easier to handle than the gallon jugs that I usually use from Art and Glow. Yeah. I think, well, it's going to end up being a 2 ounce batch. And I think considering I mixed 4 and that got me almost a full 3 rows of the 4 rows of horns, I think this will be okay. I don't know. We'll see. Swamp. Womp, womp. Glug. Glug. Whoop. There we are. For some reason it never ends up curing correctly. You'll want to make sure that the resin that you're using, you're mixing it by, if it says by volume, that you're doing it by volume, and then if it says by weight, that you're doing it by weight, is the #1 problem that I've had in the past. Also, if it's very cold in your house, I had these guys sitting on the heater until they were quite warm, and I just have a much better end result with that. What kind of mold making silicone do you use? Does it matter? For my molds, I really like to use a high quality silicone, so I like Umu products, but anything by Smooth On, I recommend. You can check out a more detailed listing with links on our curated toolkit on our website. You can go to backtooearthcreations.com and actually click on we have a resin casting page that links to the cups we use, the stirrers we use, the stuff we use for making molds, all sorts of stuff. Thank you, baby. Oh, I think it's sweet that you say organized. I'm not, and as a human being, I'm not naturally inclined to being organized, but in my heart I really want to be, so I try my darndest. But I just a little chaos potato. Why are we horning ourselves? Oh, why not, Lisa? I want to be like a pastel swamp troll. Now again, I lost the instructions for this one, so I'm not entirely certain how long I'm supposed to mix it. Just mix it till it's pretty good. I have not yet, thank you. So again, if I were the type who actually measures things, I can use a seashell. How many seashells worth of Welcome to America? I'm using about that much in a seashell. And a little bit more. I'm so bad at measuring stuff, y'all. All right, on. Dolphin, well, thanks for joining us. Resin is so much fun. Biggest thing is to don't be afraid to experiment in small batches, and keeping kind of lab notes of what you're doing can be really helpful. I don't, but I wish that I did. Always, but I do try to, get video and stuff of it. That way I can, because if I made lab notes, I'd just lose them. Okay, that's looking really good. I'm pretty pleased with that. And now we'll scooch this over for if and when we need it. And then I'm going to scooch. Oh no, our hands are running because my table's not level. Nah, it'll be fine. It's not going down the side yet. Yeah, having a nice level spot to do this is the best. And I've already gone through and done a little bit of resin in the tips. And I'm just pouring. Is everything okay, honey? Is everything okay?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
Uh-uh.
Some cats are having a little fight.
Oh, jeez. Anything outside?
There's tons of stuff outside.
Well, is Callie in or out?
She's in now.
Cool, thank you. You're like a freaking sphinx. I have to ask just the right question. You wizard. Okay. So there we go. And we've got just a smidge left. Hopefully that'll be enough. And I'm actually going to rotate this around. That way, hopefully you can see, oh, I hope I don't have sticky on my hands. Got that off to the side. Ooh, oh, good luck with that. I've never actually tried that with the silicone caulking. I've been having trouble with molds that have lips on them and can't seem to get the resin under them without having a missing spot. Whenever that happens, if you overfill it just a little bit, then that can help take care of that, because some resins kind of shrink whenever they cure. In that way, you don't have to worry about, like, if you overfill it a bit, then you can sand some off, as opposed to having to add more in, because oftentimes I don't notice it until after I've already unmolded. So for this one, I'm going to come in and just like pour from a central spot, I think. Let me see if I can scooch that over. There we are. I'm going to do a bit in one, and then I'm going to go over here and do a bit in the other. And hopefully, I don't actually think I'm going to have enough. That'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Randy, you know he's a Sam dog, and that upsets him in general.
I'm not a Sam dog, I'm a crocodile.
He is a crocodile. Well, we took Sam dog to the vet. He is going in for his surgery the end of March. So we've got our fingers crossed that that'll go well for him. One day we'll live in a house that's level. I don't know if it's your face, honey, that upsets the dog. I don't think that's how that works. I think he
does it whenever I look at it.
Oh, really? Maybe it is your face. I don't know. That's rough. Oh, Sam has he's an old doggy and he's got some cancer, and it came back for the second time, so we're gonna go in and get it removed. He's a little lumpy puppy. So he's our little lump mutt. But that's all right. He'll do good. He's such a good boy. He's gonna do the best he can. I know it.
He's officially a crocodile.
Yeah, we took him and Z both into the vet this Saturday, and to get like their blood work and vaccines and stuff. And Sam was not having it. He stops, drops, and rolls, like does like a crocodile roll. So they gave us a prescription for like some happy pills, for his anxiety apparently, so that he'll chill out, and they can get his blood work. Cool. So we had enough. I'd like to. Oh no, little miss. Sorry. You okay? Oh, geez, that was a close call. Oh, can you check the cat, babe? She almost jumped up directly into the resin. Jesus, I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta check on the cat. Are you okay? She's indignant, but she's fine.
Nothing to do with this.
She's like, all I wanted was some snuggles. Okay, she's fine. Oh.
Yeah, you're fine.
She good? Okay.
She's like, I'm gonna go piss on the bed.
Yes. And you can see we've got a little bubble coming up in that one. Aw, thanks, Shelty. You showed up with unpredictable cat moment. Hi, Elijah. How'd your interview go? We got another bubble coming up here. Testing to see if smacking on the table accomplishes anything. I don't know, maybe. Shit. Let's go. I need my neck massager to see if it vibrating helps. Oh.
What do you mean your neck massage?
Yeah. Holly says my grandmother used to bang her cape pants on the cabinet to take air bubbles out. That's true. And I've seen that in baking. I just don't know if resin's a little bit more viscous, or if that's effective. Oh, we got bubbles coming up. Knock on it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh, Kelly. Well, I'm glad he's okay. Better his shirt than his eye or something. I think my filter was kind of placed during my first video, but no promises going forward. If I did, that'd probably be everywhere, right? Pro says I need a shaker table. Nah, it'll be fine. Because this is cast so thin. And this resin has pretty long pot time, too. But I am going to grab a long tip lighter. So I need... Huh?
How about just the heat gun?
I don't know where I would plug it in over here, for one. And for two, I really feel like setting them on fire. Pro says the craftsman uses a shaker table. Ooh, the craftsman's got an enviably well decked out shop. And that's coming from somebody who, even by my own standard, has a pretty enviably decked out shop. Right on, Shelty. I'm not about to whip out my neck massager to get the bubbles out of this. Okay. So I can't put that in there. Boom, boom. I've got an empty drawer here that I'm going to set this in, and then I'll move the camera to show you how I have it set in there. Yeah, I'm getting the stuff tucked away. Okay, so, and that keeps the little gremlin out of it, because it's like she has a sense about it. She knows when it's like, ooh, I shouldn't bother mom at all. I must bother her. Okay, I'm gonna get the lighter. Where's the cat? Unrelated, where's the cat at? I need a lighter. Oh, I just feel so bad because, like, how do you? It's like whenever you step on your dog's tail on accident. It's like, how do you tell them, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to step on you? It's like, I don't know how to tell her, I'm so sorry, I had to push you off the table, but you were about to get your situation all up in my stuff. This catch is on fire. Know that I loved you. This is really low. Yeah, a heat gun would work way better for this. How do I? Yeah. Heat gun would work better. I personally don't really like using open flame on my silicone molds anyhow. But I think this will be all right. And so this one, I'm going to set up here, and then I'll show you where I put it. Again, nice, and never in my life have I seen my cat go up here. I'm going to zoom out so y'all can see. Okay. So I've got a mold in a drawer there. I've got mold in drawers over here, and I've got molds on top of drawers up there. So that's my little station. Beep boop. Okay. Let's see. We've got about 8 minutes left. Hey, Callie cat. Now I can hang out. No, you don't want anything to do with me? What if I had a cat toy? What? Oh, really? Like, it's behind me, isn't it? Okay, so we can do some Q&A here real quick. If you guys are interested in any questions that you might want answered, you have my undivided-ish attention. There we go. Okay. What were you making resin bits for? I'm gonna use that spirally bit that I did. I'll show you. Comes out looking like this. This one's a little bit of an over poured base, but I want to, you can take pieces like this and use a heat gun and shape it. And I think it would look really cool to have a headdress that has like that coming off of either side, and then has like a big resin moon in the middle with like little horns and then some big horns. I thought it'd look cool, so we're gonna try it. But yeah, this is one a little underfilled. You can see it has such a cool like filigree effect, and this is one a little overfilled. So I tried to very carefully make them actually match. So we'll see how that goes this time. How do you have so many separation containers? We've invested all the money we've ever made into this house and our craft room and our business. And man, I shop those sales too. Whenever we get a lot of like all of our plastic drawers like this, we get from like US Plastic Core, where it's like I got them for like $10 a drawer set, and I very much prefer the ones that are this style over this style, because with these ones, if you put too much weight in the drawer, since there's no like dividing bar, the drawer will collapse. Whereas these guys, I can hold a ton of stuff. Like I have filled them literally with spools of wire. Like if I flip this around real quick, you can see this drawer here is like more than half filled. It's narrower in the back, but it's wider in the front of how much it's filled with spools of solid wire, like just heavy little spools of wire. And they still hold up, and they've been holding up pretty well for a while. So it's just drawers help me to feel civilized and slightly organized. So it helps tremendously to kind of have little drawers for everything when you're a magpie hoarder who also wants to be organized. We've got some going into the kiln tonight, Holly, of the cream and turquoise colors, which for all y'all glassworkers out there, that is the dark cream special, I think, and light turquoise special. I don't know. I texted it to one of my friends earlier today because they asked, and I can't remember because I looked it up.
What was the name of the place you get the drawers from?
U.S. Plastic Corp, C-O-R-P. Thanks, Kay. It's a mess. Like this part, boing. There's not enough hairspray in the world to make this shit show look like it's compiled. Like, ooh, Black Hammer says, what size rings should I use on that small piece I just got from you for the chainmail bezel? I would recommend, like for pieces that I've made, Gary, 20 gauge American wire gauge, stainless steel with 1/8 inch internal diameter. So 20 gauge, 1/8 inch, but make sure it's in the stainless steel because if you get aluminum, it doesn't have enough spring back and it'll make too tight of a bezel. So you asked. Boom, 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 boom. Can you make your own? I think you mean molds. Yes, we've actually done videos on that before, Julie, and we're going to be making more molds here in the future. I can actually show you one that we had made. That's right here. This one is a little Thor's hammer mold that, again, I really like using for like making it, heating it up, forming it to be like a headdress or like a centerpiece for a breastplate or things like that. We have also used, in the past, we've used like mold putty for shaping and pressing onto things, but I don't know where that would be. I don't know where that one is. I only try to pretend like I'm organized. Oh, here it is. So like this one, I actually made a mold of an auger shell with like mold putty from Hobby Lobby, I think. But yeah, there's lots and lots and lots of different ways that you can make your own molds.
Are you going to be sticking to this time for live streams?
Possibly. But I want to do a Squirrel Girl costume too. Ooh, I love Lord of the Rings. That's some good stuff. Randy and I actually just finished re-listening to the Fellowship of the Ring audiobook, which would have been a perfect segue into an Audible commercial if we were sponsored, but I'm going to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, you guys, because we don't take corporate sponsors because I'm incompetent. But no, thank you guys so much for watching our videos and being in our craft along club and hanging out and tagging us on Instagram and just being you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. So Lisa Phillips says, oh my God, my days are filled with picking up drawers. Right on. My shop literally is on a chair next to me and my store is in my backpack. And that's how we started. Like, keep in mind, Randy and I have been doing this full time. Like, y'all, we don't have a family. We've got Maddie and Abby, but like, we don't have children. We barely have friends who like talk to us in person, but that's fine. I mean, like, we are workaholics through and through. We have people who love us that we're workaholics and they understand, but like, we don't go out and hang out with friends. We don't go on vacations. We craft, like, and we invest ourselves in our business, and this is everything to us. So if you think about, if you dedicated every single aspect of you and your partner's life for over a decade, you'd probably have this much shit too. Like, but I'm addicted to crafting. Like, I shouldn't be. Don't enable this behavior, you guys, except for please go buy stuff at my store. Like, I'm a very conflicted business person. Ooh. I'm still working on making guinea pig shaker molds. Wow. Yes, we are going to try. I'm sorry, Randy, you asked me that and I got completely we're going to try to stick to this time slot because it just works a whole lot better for Randy and I's schedule, but with everything that we need to do in the garden for the homestead this year, as well as going to the post office and just like kind of doing things within normal business hours, it's a lot easier for us to get on here. And then if we decide to go over the 2 hour mark, we can have even longer live streams without being like, we have to go right now because we have 30 minutes until the post office closes. This kind of just frees up our day. Propel says just started Firefly series for the 100th time. Now, I don't think this is a Mandalorian spoiler, but do any of y'all notice any similarities between the Mandalorian's ship? Like, I can't remember his name. Not Boba Fett, the other guy. Din Djarin. His ship. Does that look like it could be maybe related to a Firefly class? I'm just saying. We have fur babies, but we don't have children who have needs. Like, we've got fur babies who have needs, which are significantly less, because never once has Sam Dog asked me for a new phone. Like, pets are different from children, and I understand that.
He asks me all the time.
He does? Sam, you know I'm the softie. You should ask me if you want a phone. Not to play favorites or anything, but I'm the cool one. That's 2, 3, 4 p.m. is in the UK. Huh. Gan says, yes, it does look like it. Okay, because we were watching like a, I don't know, Baby Yoda show video or something today. Honest trailers of The Mandalorian too. Wait, what time is it? Did I say AM? I don't know. Whatever time it was, that's what time we'll be doing this. You can check out our calendar on our website for if you guys want to see hopefully an accurate, hopefully I wrote not like PM instead of AM, that you can see all of our time slots and when we have tutorials due, and you can also sign up for our newsletter. That way you get notifications emailed directly to you. You don't have to rely on YouTube. You get exclusive coupons and it's free. My kids have more money than me. Oh no. Oh, some of the UK people will miss you in the new time slot. Yeah, and I'm hurting about that, and I'm hoping that maybe we can like also sneak in some that are earlier in the day, but we're trying to do our best, and we can barely be accommodating to what Randy and I need us to do. We certainly are not capable of being accommodating to what everybody wants us to do. So we're doing our best, but we are going to put a poll out and see, just that way people can answer anonymously, and be like, Vaughn, I love it, or Vaughn, I hate it, please go drink bleach, like, but leave that part out. Like, and that way we can really get a gauge of what's going to be working for y'all, and then we can weigh that against what we need to do. So ooh, he works in textiles, so you get mini fabric shops from all the scraps you get from him. That's amazing. One of our fellow leather workers in the Springfield area actually works for like a Justin's Boots. And so he's able to get like sweet deals on all their scrap leather, and then he like rolls it up and sells it by the bolt, and he's able to sell it for a really great price. But it's pretty cool. Propool says, I prefer 3 a.m. YouTube's not ready for 3 a.m. Vaughn. Pro, I'm sorry. Michelle T says, I'm starting to see a correlation here between crafters being animal lovers and fantasy sci-fi fans. I get that. Like, I agree. There's definitely a correlation there. Also, there's just a correlation between cool people, people who like animals and crafting, and sci-fi fantasy stuff. Like, y'all are just my tribe. Vaughn After Dark.
3 a.m. Vaughn runs through the house going, Old Von Bombadil.
Old Von Bombadil. That's the song that Randy sings for me. Because if any of y'all have listened to the Fellowship of the Ring, whenever, and like the narrator sings half the damn book, y'all, like, it's amazing. But the Tom Bombadil character, and we were listening to it, and we were like going for a walk, and we came home and we were finishing the chapter, and I was like doing stuff around the house, and it was like laundry day, so of course no pants on. And Randy just starts going, Old Von Bombadil running with no pants on. So that's my new theme song, and I like it. I can dig it. That's fine. Von Bombadil, yeah. But yeah, definitely we're going to stick to Tuesdays. It's a pretty good day for us, but we're just fidgeting around with the time slot. Can't please everyone all the time. That's very Misty. And I really appreciate y'all are so accommodating and kind, and I just love y'all to pieces. Now I'll die if he starts singing sea shanties. Oh, on that note, we are about 8 minutes over, so I'm gonna let you guys go because we actually have to go like grocery shopping. So that'll be a thing. Uh, and we will see y'all in. We have an exclusive stream on Saturday when we're going to be unmolding all this stuff. And then we have another tutorial on Sunday. And then we have another shop update tour on Monday. And then we have Tuesday's live stream again, which if you guys want to participate in our giveaway for next Tuesday's live stream, be sure to leave a comment on this video after the live is over. That way it's not like in the live chat comments, it's in like the comments. And we'll be giving away I don't know what we're giving away yet. It's a surprise for all of us.
Give it to them.
Give it to them. They need it. Okay, we will see y'all. We'll see y'all next time. So until then, you guys, happy crafting. Bye.